Okay. I know, people. It's still taking me a while. Still taking me a while. How you doing? How is my YouTube family? Hello, 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 my YouTube family. I know I haven't even been starting with my regular hello, my YouTube family. But, well, hello, my YouTube family. Oh, Lord, I'm just all discombobulated. Don't even have my materials ready. Here we go. Okay, we're going to do lips of the day. And Deb, Mrs. the Doll, you are going to be quite pleased. Pleased and not so pleased, because I'm not so pleased. Remember we were talking about the black honey, right? A couple of days ago, because yesterday I was out sick, people. I woke up yesterday. What? It was so thick with humidity outside that I woke up with a major sinus headache and my back was killing me. So you know I wasn't going anywhere, right? Just letting y'all know. Okay, so that's why you didn't see me yesterday. But I woke up this morning feeling a lot better. It's still hot as blazes outside, but it's not as humid as it was yesterday. Yesterday was ridiculous because it was raining, then it wasn't raining, then the density of the humidity was just sitting there. It was a hot mess, and I in turn was a hot mess. So that's the reason why you didn't see me. So back to Deb, Mrs. the Doll. In our conversation, we were talking about, because remember I was talking 2 days ago, I was talking about Clinique Black Honey, right? And I said that I had the Almost lipstick and I have the Moisturizing lip balm. Well, lo and behold, looking all over the place for my Almost lipstick. I must have tossed it because I can't find it anywhere. However, I do still have this, the Clinique Super Balm Moisturizing Gloss. And as usual, it's a clear. But it's kind of a darker clear. Let me put it on so you'll see what it is. It's, because it's dark in the tube. So you would think it would come out this dark. Not at all. At least not on my skin tone. On my skin tone. So it's got, that little tip. I like to use a lip brush. You could put this on your lips, just as is. But I like to use a lip brush. And so this is what it looks like on me. Let me get a little closer. See, it's clear. It goes on kind of dark, and then when you spread it, it clears out. But you could tell there's a little bit of color. Not much, but very, very little. So that's why I didn't have a problem, even though I don't have a kind of like a dark black shade on my shirt. I knew it was going to come out this clear, if you could see it. It gives my lips, if you're up close and personal on me, you could see that there's a slight tint. But of course, putting it on, you can't see anything. So I guess this was a week of just no color on my lips whatsoever. And I keep telling you I'm going to put some color on my lips. And then when I look for something, and it's, bold and blazing in the tube. And then when I wear it, nothing. So I'm sorry, people. But this was lips of the day. Okay. So sit down because we got a lot to catch up on and a lot to talk about. So needless to say, when I upload this, it's going to take a year and a day. And you guys may catch this tomorrow. So let me just get to stepping. Okay. So let me put my stuff away so I can get all comfy cozy and talk to you people. Because I haven't talked to you in a while. And I'm sort of getting familiar with this recording situation. It's a lot clearer. I have to admit it is a lot clearer. I guess it's HD. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. But whatever. Okay. On Monday, because I did not talk about it on Monday. I was still all flakempt. And verklempt, that's the word I'm looking for, verklempt, about the whole computer situation. But I'm familiarizing myself with it. I'm getting to know a little bit about it. So anyway, Monday, I did not discuss Real Housewives of Orange County. Are y'all people watching Real Housewives of Orange County? Okay, can we discuss the situation, what's going on with Heather, Tamra, and what is the other chick's name? That blonde chick? I forget her name. but she's another blonde chick. She's a new one. She's the new one. I like her. She's a little wacky, but I kind of like her, and I understand what is going on. I can see it as an outsider. There is always these dips and peaks and valleys with the conversation between her and Heather. And then she had the misfortune of talking about her personal business to Tamara. Okay, everybody should know by now that Tamara is one gossip monger, that she's just a machine when it comes to gossip. You tell her one thing, don't worry about it. Within 5 minutes, everybody in the town will know, because she can't keep her mouth shut. And then she had the audacity, because, let me reel it back. This blonde chick, God, I wish I knew. Carol, is her name Carol? Kim? Something. I forget what her name is. But anyway, she went to Heather's house because her husband, the blonde chick's husband, texted her, his wife, about him being in a restaurant, and he overheard, as he was passing by, he overheard women talking about him and his wife's business, about the fact that they're not getting along, and that there's a possibility of a divorce, and they don't sleep in the same rooms together, and this, that, and the other. The blonde chick takes it upon herself, because she's, you know, she's very, very worried, goes to Tamara's house, and she just pours her heart and soul out to Tamara. Tamara's drinking it in like a damn sponge. She's drinking. Then she actually shows the text that her husband texted her to Tamara. I mean, that's just putting, that's just jumping from the fire pan into the fire. So Tamara immediately says, well, I didn't say anything to anybody. And she's like, are you sure? Because you're the only one that I've been speaking to you about this. And Tamara's like, I didn't say anything. I swear I didn't say anything to anyone. Okay. So now the blonde chick goes to Heather's house. And Heather thinks that she's coming to her house to apologize for the fact that during their Christmas party, the girls were all sitting around and they were just bickering, and the blonde woman, her, was yelling at Heather about, you know, she thinks that she's above everybody else, which at sometimes Heather does tend to speak down to people, and I have a problem with that, but I do like her in any event. So Heather thinks that she's coming to the house to apologize. Oh no. She came to the house to, not in a mean way, but to kind of confront her about what she heard. And she heard that Heather had said, because Heather's name did come up in the whole, you know, her husband walked by and he heard her name did come up. So Heather is now absolutely mortified and insulted that she is being accused of something that she did not do in her own house. She kicks the woman out. She kicks Blondie out the house. Get out. I want you to leave. I want you to leave now. Hearing what was going on, Tamara, I guess, has some form of guilt, and she decides to ask the blonde chick to go to lunch with her and apologizes. And she says, yes, I'm afraid I'm the one that did let Heather know about the whole situation. And now the blonde one is like, you know, you hurt my feelings, and I'm very hurt and insulted by this, and I feel very badly for blaming Heather. Thought that it was her, and all this time it's you, and I'm coming to you to have a shoulder to lean on, and because I know you've been through a divorce and everything, and you go and up and spread my business. So she didn't get upset or anything, but she, you know, when in the confessional, when they're talking to you face to face, sort of, kind of, she says, you know, once you break my trust, it's very hard for me to trust you ever again. And she's got I'm all for it. In the meantime, Vicky went to Mexico with Brooks, and they had themselves a good old time, and nobody wants her to be with Brooks, but she don't give a crap. She's still with Brooks. Okay, let's leave it at that. So that was Real Housewives of the OC. Next is Real Housewives of New York. That was on Tuesday. Kristen, I may not have something, but I'm pretty. Her, Miss Pretty, she decides to take everybody on a upscale dude ranch in Montana, or I think it's Montana. And throughout the entire trip there, Ramona, bitching, moaning, bitching, moaning, bitching, moaning. I would have to kill her. I'm sorry. I would. You really? Somebody is offering you a trip and you just can't zip your lip for just the remainder of the trip and just say, well, you know, I had a good time. It's really not my cup of tea, but, you know, thank you very much. I had a good time. No. Throughout the entire time. They didn't change my towels, and they didn't do this, and I can't believe we're having dinner with cows and horses and stuff, and, you know, we're doing a shooting thing, and I don't shoot it. I would have to have some form of something to hear that all day long. Oh. So it was Carol, Ramona, and what is the other one's name? Sonia. Rooming together. Now, Sonia and Ramona, ditzy beyond belief. Carol is really the only sane one. Why she wanted to room with these two, I have no idea. This is the episode where Kristen says, we're going to go rock climbing or something there's a word for it, but I forgot. Spelunking, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Where you go up on the top of the highest part of the mountain and then you climb down. This was her idea, by the way. You know, I may not have that many tools in the shed, but I'm pretty, yeah. Well, what the hell were you thinking when you reserved this as something to do? She gets up there and then she starts crying. This was your idea. What you crying about? Did you not realize that you were going to be on top of a mountain and that you would have to climb down the mountain? That was the whole point of this is what you set up. So she's bitching and moaning and crying all the way down. Fine. So she finally gets down. Next is Luann. She was freaking out a little bit too, but she was a lot better at it. And she finally came down. And Heather, who's done everything because she's grown up with boys and, you know, she's done it all. She just zoo down the mountain. No big deal. But Heather already knows that Kristen is in competition with her. For some reason, this is all in Kristen's mind, by the way. Because Heather is not in competition with anybody. She's just there to have a good time. She's there to have fun. But Kristen feels, well, you know, I know that she could do this very well, but I want to show her that I can do it. What do you have to prove? And is Heather asking you to prove anything to her? No. So then they start, you know, it starts snipping, sniping, and then the argument. I'm not saying a word. So that was Real Housewives of New York. I told you about the whole Black Honey situation. I got everything written down so I wouldn't forget anything. Can we discuss the World Cup? The Soccer World Cup. Because I already bitched and moaned about it on my Facebook page. So those of you who have followed me on my Facebook page, y'all already know. But I'm gonna mention it again for those who don't. Okay, this may sound very un-American of me, and I really don't care because I don't mean it that way. But soccer has been played for eons and eons and eons. Why is it all of a sudden, just because the USA has made the soccer team, everybody is, oh, you know, I watch soccer and I'm a big soccer fan. Name one soccer player on the U.S. team. You such a big soccer fan. Name one soccer player. Oh, I don't know. But all of a sudden you're a big soccer player? All this morning long. Nancy, why don't you have the soccer game on? Well, first of all, the boss of the owner of the company that you and I work for, he doesn't want it on, number one. Number two, think about it. Everybody is hyper about the USA being in the World Cup. Would any work get done if I had it on the TV? I don't care. Could not care less. Now, if you want to call that being un-American, so be it. But I've never been a soccer fan. I don't know anything about soccer. All I know is that being from a Haitian background, soccer is huge in Haiti. My father used to play soccer. My uncle used to play soccer. My uncle is so into soccer. Don't talk to him now because every single game he's watching. See, now that's a true soccer fan. He doesn't watch just because the U.S. is in it. Haiti isn't even in the team. But he's a soccer fan because he's played it. He knows the game. He knows the rules and regulations. He's been following soccer ever since he was a schoolboy. Okay, so he is a soccer fan. His own country didn't make the team. He's in the U.S., so I suppose he's rooting for the U.S. I don't know. But he's a soccer fan. He won't just stop watching the game because, oh, well, you know, today they played, but tomorrow they're not going to play, so I'm not going to watch. No, he's been watching ever since the game started. Okay? So that is a true soccer fan. These fair-weather fans that all of a sudden are jumping on the U.S. bandwagon because the U.S. made the soccer team, keep it to yourself because I'm so not interested. I'm so not. I couldn't be farther interested. I would rather watch an ant farm than watch soccer. I'm not interested. Never have been. Sue me. You know, that part didn't make my Haitian bloodline. Okay. I really, you know, I used to watch baseball. Don't really watch it anymore. Football, basketball, hockey. I'm not a sports person. I worked at a sports radio station for 18 years. Even when I was working at the radio station, I still wasn't a sports fan. It was just a job for me. So, I'm sorry. Sue me. Sue me because I'm not into the whole, you know, woo, USA, USA, USA. Name one. Without having to look it up, just stand there. Name one soccer player. In any team. I don't care. It doesn't have to be the U.S. But since you so U.S., you so into the hockey, the soccer, go ahead. Name one. And his position. What does he play? Can you? Oh, but you a diehard soccer fan. Please. The hypocrisy of it just sickens me. Just sickens me. I know I'm taking it too serious. I might be taking it too serious. This is true. But this is what my country, and my country is the U.S. I was born and raised in the United States. This is what I don't like about my country. We are a bunch of hypocrites. Hypocrites when it comes to certain things. Just because the U.S. made a certain team, all of a sudden you pro-U.S. Now, I was having this conversation with Cutie, and he's like, well, you watch the Olympics every 4 years. And I go, yeah, but I've been watching the Olympics since I was a child, since I even knew what Olympics were. And it's not because I watch it every 4 years. If there's figure skating competitions on television, I'm watching them. I don't care if it's the World Championship. I don't care if it's an ice show. I'm watching it because I like figure skating. And, you know, in the summertime, I like to watch track. I like to watch races. So when the Olympics come on, at least sometimes I'm familiar with some of the players in the game, whether they be in the U.S. or not. So you can't throw that back at me because it's not, I don't jump on the Olympic bandwagon every 4 years just because. I watch Russian figure skating, European figure skating, American figure skating. I am a figure skating fan. So when the Winter Olympics come, I am all into it. It's not, oh, I don't know any of the U.S. team on the figure skating, but I'll watch it because, you know, it's 4 years now and I have to watch it. No. There's a big difference, people. Big, big different. So yeah, that's my vent. That's my rant. I'm going on and on. Let me stop because I'm past 20 minutes now. God only knows how long it's going to take to upload this. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you all of this so we can catch up to date. Now we are up to date. We are up to date. And the next U.S. team, the next U.S. game for soccer is on Tuesday. That's when the U.S. Because, of course, they're not playing tomorrow. Watch nobody be interested. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, watch nobody be interested. Oh, but Tuesday. Oh, we got to have the game on Tuesday. Well, why aren't, if you're such a soccer fan, why aren't you watching the other games? You're such a soccer fan, right? Don't you want to know the competition? Should the U.S. be playing against that particular country? Don't you want to know who the competition is? And okay, I'm done. Okay, that's that, people. That's all. Of course, you know, Mr. Man, out like a light. There you go. Gone. Gone to the world. This is my life, people. Okay, I'm all crooked. Oh, well, I'm about to close anyway. So that is that with that upon that. Okay, so Mr. Man is sleeping. Don't want to wake him. He'll wake up as soon as I get up and, you know, start getting undressed so I could change into my summer comfy cozies, people. So this, again, ain't no great shakes. This is Clinique's Black Honey. I don't know what the hell. Something just blinged. I better cut this off. Black Honey Moisturizing Balm. There you go. Super Balm Moisturizing Gloss. Okay. Very shiny. Very could be on the street corner hooker. I kept it this shiny because I had to keep reapplying because I wanted something to show. But that's Black Honey. Okay. And the lipstick was pretty much the same too. It was maybe a hint darker. But now that I don't have it anymore, I can't show you. In any event, that's it, people. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think or whatever I've discussed. Talk to me. Okay? I love you. I love all of you. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.